Hey, welcome back to this channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking on this video. And today I'm going to be ranking the albums of one of my favorite bands, Within Temptation. I'm going to be linking some of my favorite songs from Within Temptation below. As far as albums though, this is going to be my list from my most favorite to my least favorite. I've already done videos like this for Nightwish and Metallica and Madonna and Britney Spears, and I will link some of those videos below as well. Shall we get started? Okay. First on my list is the Unforgiving. So this album is a concept album, and I listened to it nonstop when it first came out. I wouldn't say that the lyrics of the songs really resonated with me all that much, to be perfectly honest, but I just love the energy of all of the songs. Every song on that album is absolutely fantastic. Every song is insanely catchy, just the type of songs that just get stuck in your head for days and days and days. I've listened to that album probably hundreds of times at this point, and it still feels fresh. I don't think I'm ever gonna get sick of it. Next on my list is Resist. So this is their latest full-length album. And when it first came out, I was surprised that I was hearing a lot of people saying that they didn't really like it, that it didn't really sound like Within Temptation. I disagree. I think that all of their albums do sound a little bit different, and I think that this album is a very solid progression. I actually think that the songs on this album, Resist, is some of the strongest material that they've ever done. Next album on my list is The Heart of Everything. This was the first Within Temptation album I ever heard. The first song that I ever heard from them is off of this album. It's called What Have You Done? And I was just completely blown away by that song. And I also love this album because the majority of the songs on this album are featured in their live album, which is called Black Symphony, which is a concert that they put on in Rotterdam that was backed by a full orchestra. And it is unbelievable. It is so amazing. It's one of my all-time favorite live albums. I do think that if you are not that familiar with the band's music, or if you've never heard them at all, The Heart of Everything and even Black Symphony are great albums to start with. Next up is the album Hydra. So this album was released in 2014, and I have to say that I wasn't that super into this album when it first came out. It kind of crept up on me, and it definitely grew on me. There is, again, just a ton of energy in this album. There's a lot of energy in the songs. I do think that the tone of the songs on Hydra, as well as Resist, are a little darker, but I do think that Hydra is one of their strongest efforts. I love the song And We Run, which features the rapper Exhibit. I love the song Dog Days. There's a song on that album called Paradise, which is a duet with the lead singer from Within Temptation, Sharon, and Tarja, who is the former singer in Nightwish. My favorite song off of Hydra is a track called The Edge of the World. It's absolutely haunting. It gets under my skin. It gets in my bones. I love that song so much, and yeah, I will link it below. And finally, rounding out the bottom of my list is The Silent Force and Mother Earth. I have to admit, I don't really listen to either of these albums. I do like the songs. Again, some of these songs are featured on the Black Symphony album, which I listen to constantly. But I have to say that, in my opinion, this is a band that has progressively gotten better with each album. I feel the same way about Nightwish, and what I love about that is that it makes me so excited to hear what's next from them, because these bands come out with these albums and they're so great, and I'm like, this is so amazing. How can they possibly top this? And then they do. So that is my list. That is my rundown of my favorite to least favorite Within Temptation albums. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. I will see you guys very, very soon. Have a great rest of your weekend, and stay safe and sane out there.